Oh man. The whole point is to share it on here.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Embarrass the shit out of yourself.
Keep the conversation, as random as possible.
And you're doing a fine job on your end.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to JG's Lounge. I'm Jukebox, and we're back with another episode of Stardom tonight. Right here on Ev.O.Lution. It's this new platform we've been testing out. You see that little logo in the that side over there. There we go. It's a free kind of whatever that I'm trying out right now. I think I like it. It's been pretty good for us so far, and I've got it kind of figured out without glitching, which the other platform that we were using for a little while there was having some issues. So with that being said, things are going great. I mean, the channel's going good. Numbers are looking fantastic. People seem to be pretty happy. Yeah, I mean, we had Ev.O.Lution on the other night for our show, where him and I co-host consistently and consistent. If you haven't checked it out, it's on this page. Give it a listen. It was a hell of an episode. I still don't have my voice back, and I'm going to partially blame it on that. Ev.O.Lution, man, how the hell are you?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Jukebox?
Dude, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. It's been a good day. And I don't know. I was like, hey, you want to do an episode? And you're like, sure, I'll be home shortly. And I was like, let's do it, man. So that's where we're at tonight. How was your day? I mean, we both worked.
Actually, my day didn't go too bad. It was just a regular flowing day. It's kind of busy, but
Yeah.
got some things done. Nothing too spectacular.
With us being in the hometown of the Chiefs, and I'm not very, I'm not like, go Chiefs. Like, I don't care. I'm happy if we win. If we lose, I'm like, well, cool. Let's go about our day.
Right.
Tomorrow's going to be a head rush until the game starts. I think.
Heck yeah.
Get our butts kicked. But I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some things going on. We talked about it on the other show. We'll kind of give a quick rundown. We just finished our last Burn After Playing skit. JGTV had a hell of a turnout. It's already, it's almost at 600 views
Nice.
in a couple days. And I mean, I couldn't be happier. We're getting this following on Facebook that I didn't expect. With all these platforms going on, I'm like YouTube, and Facebook has been surprisingly our go-getter, man. And it's fine. I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Journey 2 coming up. We've been kind of piecing that together over the last, honestly, month or 2 months.
Right.
But everything's coming together. I'm pretty happy about it. I say pretty. I'm really happy about it, man. It's good content. It's going to be kind of a next level step because we're going to add some more I think dramatic scenes in between your clips that we've already discussed. I don't want to talk too much about it because it'll be something that people need to watch. Right. But what's something about Journey 2 that you think has been a step up from Journey 1?
Ooh, nice question. I believe everything about it because the Journey 1, of course, was my first opportunity to do the documentary.
Right.
So it was a learning process as well as trying to do the idea that I was trying to put forth. So this time around, I was more prepared to shoot everything and took more advantage of opportunities that were there. Because the first time I missed out on a lot of opportunity because I had to learn about how the connections were in another country.
Right.
And this time I upgraded my equipment. I'll just say it like that.
We definitely figured out loopholes. Like, hey, you don't need your laptop. We can make it work and we can make good content without it.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. But I think the depth of the information that we're given in this one, and the 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 visuals that we're given are a lot better than what they were in the first one. So it's definitely a step up, I think, in all directions, because I learned from what happened in the first time around and made it better second time around.
I agree. I think you had more like, I think you felt more free about it because you didn't feel so restricted by the fact that you didn't have the plugins or the right,
Yeah.
you didn't have what you thought you needed
Mm-hmm.
in the first one. You kind of had that more kind of weight off your shoulder on this one. Because I'm like, hey man, don't worry so much about this. Just have a good time and record what you want, and we're gonna make it work.
Absolutely.
And you see it. You can see it in the content.
Mm-hmm.
You really can, and it's exciting. You definitely added more to it. Welcome in whoever's tuning in tonight. Whoever it is, you're definitely on Facebook because that's the only place we're streaming right now. So thanks for tuning in tonight. Yeah, Evolution. I'm excited for Journey 2, man. I really am.
Thanks,
And
man.
I'm so happy to help you kind of just advance with just everything that we've been doing on JG's Lounge.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, man, because all this definitely is spearheaded by you. And I'm really just excited and glad about all the opportunities that you've given me. And they just keep rolling my way.
They do. I mean, like we talked about the other day. I mean, we both have so many ideas,
Mhm.
and all of the admins on this channel do. And so, I mean, we're all busy people. Like you and I have a little bit more kind of this opportunity where it's just like, hey, let's do a show,
Mhm.
than the other admins. But they have the passion behind it, and I see it, or else they wouldn't be our other admins on the channel.
True, true.
Sean Shank, big shout out. I gotta give Brofiki a big shout out too, man. He hasn't done a lot of the shows, but the behind the scenes kind of
Mhm.
um, opportunities that will potentially really help this network out are
Mhm.
there. And actually, recently we've had a lot of discussions that might play in hand with what's going on, and you and I could kind of talk about that later. But
Absolutely.
anyways, let's get into stardom, man. I mean, let's
Cool.
have a good time tonight. So I've done this show, this style show a few times. I found some gag gifs,
Okay.
and we're gonna talk about them.
All right.
How's that sound?
That sounds good.
All right. First up tonight, if I can get it to work, my first prescription candy pills.
What?
just, just like mommy, addictive flavor.
Wow. Wow.
Take daily. It says take daily on it, man.
Just like mommy addictive flavor. Okay. Oh man.
First thoughts, man. First thoughts. What you got?
The flavor of this prescription candy,
It just says addictive. It doesn't even give you a flavor.
but it says just like mommy, right?
Right, just like mommy, addictive flavor. I bet you it's just straight up MSG. MSG prescription pills, people.
Oh man.
Get yours today. Aisle 13.
I'm thinking like breast milk flavor or something like that.
I'm thinking Dollar Tree, right next to the knockoff Scotch tape.
Right? Not a huge following.
Do you remember those candy cigarettes?
I do. I remember those.
Yeah, those
Wow.
were. I
Taking
remember
me back.
yeah, I remember as a kid, those were popular. They weren't called candy cigarettes; they were like candy sticks or something.
And then they
But
had some that were gum.
yeah, they had some that were gum, and I remember they even had some that had like a powdery substance that you could blow, and it made like the smoke like,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
reaction. And it's funny that as a '90s kid, that was normal, and they'd be right next to your pet, the jumping beans in the gas station. You remember
Yep,
the jumping beans?
I do.
Those are just like these little beetles. Yeah, those are like these little beetles, and you literally would buy this little like translucent container with like 3 little beans in it, and they would jump for about 3 or 4 weeks and then just die. And it was just these beetles trapped inside of this cocoon. And parents would buy them for kids. That was pretty hopping back in the day, man.
Wow.
You remember that, right?
I do. That's what's crazy about all
this. that's what this my first prescription candy pills reminded me of. Just throwing that out there, people.
Yeah, that's something else right there. And the design is a little weird too.
It is. It isn't even like a normal smiley face.
No.
It almost looks like a robot.
Yeah, it does.
All right, let's get on to the next one here. Floor sandwich. Half price. We dropped this one on the floor while making it. Smoked white turkey and cheese. It's still okay, probably.
Not a fan of that at all. Floor sandwich, really?
Hey, it's marked down.
You know what? The ridiculous thing about all this is that'll probably sell.
The ridiculous thing is that it doesn't need to be half price. There's probably companies out there that do it.
Yeah, they just don't put floor on top of it.
they just don't label it. Okay.
No. Convenience store. Whoops! Did I say that out loud?
This is another one of those Dollar Tree items that you'd find in the fridge.
And they're trying to get more than $1.25.
Now it's a $3 or $4 item.
Oh man, floor.
How much would you pay for a floor sandwich, or would you?
I would not.
You wouldn't? I mean, it looks pleasant.
I would just keep going. But you don't know what floor was dropped on. You know,
that's true.
It could have been the floor of where somebody keeps their pet. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I like how it says smoked white turkey. What other kind of turkey is there? We promise it's white. It wasn't brown or black when we picked it up. It's been white the whole time. Just letting you know. That's too good. That's too good, man. This actually reminds me of those marketplaces in break rooms and offices, how they sell this kind of stuff. That's it's like a gag of one of those things, in my opinion. And except they have a markup. It's not half price. It's more like $4 or $5 for that sandwich.
And these are gag gifts, right?
These are gag gifts. None of this is real, people. People who are watching these ain't real items. Okay, this is just fake, humorous things. I've done the.
Somebody give me that. I'm giving it right back.
Right? Oh, how much did you pay for this? Well, it's at half price. You go get your refund, please. I don't want it.
Yep.
That's too funny, man.
Oh, man.
Whenever I go to like the fast food places and I order food and they do it wrong, whenever I ask them to remake it, I'm always in the back of my head thinking, what are they doing to it? Like, even though they're most likely not doing anything wrong, I always think I was like, man, they probably even if I wasn't being rude, I'm like, man, they're probably spitting in it. Or do you ever have you ever had to go back and get something remade?
That's funny that you say that. I literally just had to do that right before the show. I kid you not. But I'm gonna wait until tomorrow because I had to get here for the show, right? So I was like, you got to be kidding me! How could you mess that up? How could you mess something that simple up, right? But they did. But one of the reasons I didn't go back because of what the people look like in the drive-thru.
Not even the workers, the drive-thru people.
Yeah, because I'm like, if they look like that and they mess that order up, I don't want to go back and give them a second chance to mess it up, right?
Yes.
I'll go in tomorrow when there's people with at least some type of GED going on.
Oh man, that's good. You know, there's been a few times, and I'm gonna pop this off the screen while we talk about this. There's been a few times where I've gone into fast food places that are busy,
Mm-hmm.
and you see like a crowd of people around the counter pissed off,
Mm-hmm.
and I will literally turn around and walk out.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. They'll be waiting like 25 minutes on like 3 sandwiches or something, you know?
And I get way impatient when I'm in my car and the line is long.
Mm-hmm.
If I get in a line and there's nobody behind me, and I count 1001, 1002. If I get to 5 and nobody moves, I'm gone.
Really?
Yeah, I don't waste time. The only reason that they keep me in that line is if it's one of those where it's curbs on both sides,
Yes.
and somebody's behind me, because I've been known to back way out. I'll back out. I don't care how long it is or how many curves it is. If there's nobody behind me, I'll back out.
If I haven't paid, like if I ordered and I'm waiting for a long time, I will too. If there's a way out, I will leave.
Yeah.
But you get places like Taco Bell where they block you in, and they'll do it. I have not been to a Taco Bell where they don't. They make it intentionally a one lane, so that you can't do that. But I mean, you can still do it. You just don't pay. Just don't roll your window down. Don't
Just keep going.
But yeah, I've had those. I think my best experience has been like Chick-fil-A. It don't matter how busy they are, that line goes, man.
And they got good food too.
Yeah,
and good service.
Yeah, and they got it figured out, man. It doesn't matter if the line is wrapped around the building. If I want Chick-fil-A, I'll go because I know it's going to go fast.
Yeah, they're going to move.
Mm-hmm.
And the food's going to be hot. It's going to be good. It's going to be right. Your order's probably going to be right, more than likely.
Yeah. And, hey, thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. If you want to jump in the chat, go ahead, throw some comments in there. We'll share it. We're talking about gag gifts, actually. We're currently talking about fast food, but we're talking about gag gifts. The only other place that I've seen good experience at besides Chick-fil-A is I think Chipotle moves pretty quick too.
Yeah, but I never go through their drive-thru. I usually go inside.
Yeah, there's only a few Chipotles that actually have a drive-through too.
Mm-hmm.
But I always go inside too. It don't matter how long the line is. Usually there's 2 or 3 people on that line and they're just cruising, man.
You know the real reason why I go inside?
Why?
Because I want to see what they put in my thing.
I said no fajita mix.
Right. But check it out. So you can see the quality of the food right there in front of you. So if something's looked like it's been sitting for a while, you can either bypass it or say, "Hey, can you switch that out?"
Oh, or just wait 3 minutes, and then they're going to be giving new fresh stuff anyways. Because especially if they're busy, they're cruising through it. Here's one thing: if you're in a place that's busy, if they're busy and you come during rush hour, and there's something like Chipotle where they're cruising fast, you know that food hasn't been sitting there.
No, it has not.
And that's a big one too. I agree with you on going in though. Like that makes sense. Same with buffets. Like if I go to a Chinese buffet, I want to go when there's a bunch of cars in the parking lot because if not, I don't know how long that food's been sitting there.
Right, but I got to give them props because they'll cook the food in front of you. I'm okay with people cooking the food in front of me because I can see them doing it. I mean, that don't mean that they probably didn't drop it in the back or something like that, but hopefully not. But for the most part, you do see it prepared in front of you. So to me, that makes it better because you can at least see that it was cooked right, put together right in front of you, and you don't have to worry about all that other stuff.
Right. Yeah. So like all like the rumors about like a lot of the American Chinese restaurants using like cats and dogs. It's more comical than anything.
Oh man.
So we went to I'm not going to name it, a place that has decent food, and we ate and we left. We went back in our car, and the back side of the building they had their screen door. It was like a screen door to the kitchen, and it was open, like whatever. And we're getting in the car, and we have dogs. Okay, we heard what sounded like one of our dogs whining from the kitchen, and we literally, even the kids, we all looked at each other like,
"Oh no!"
You guys heard that, right? And we got in the car and we left.
Was this before or after you ate?
After we ate.
Oh.
Luckily, nobody threw up, and I'm pretty sure what we ate was what we ordered.
Did you have the urge to chase a squirrel up a tree after that?
Oh no, man. Yeah, I would like to Kung Pao hold the dog, please.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
Yeah. And I mean, we just laughed about it really, but we did question it because we have dogs. Like it was a very distinct sound, but we're like, maybe it was, the dishwasher or just whatever. We're like coming up with these ideas and like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that. No. But here's the thing. There's a lot of cultures that do eat other animals that we don't eat. So it's hard to get mad if that's what's that, but it's like I don't want to think that that's what it is. But I am saying that in other cultures, that's completely normal. You're like trying to hold what you want to say.
Yeah, I really am.
But that's good.
I do know. I did notice that when I was in Tokyo, I did not see a lot of dogs running around.
We have an abundance. We'll never run out.
Right?
Go make another round. That's too good, man. This is too good. All right, let's get on to the next one here. We made that last a while. What are we doing? Hold up. Like I said, it's a new platform, people. All right, this one says, cursed amulet. Don't worry, it is not that cursed. I just don't want it anymore. It'll be fine. Please just take it. It definitely will not turn you into a toad.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's not that comical, but you know what it reminds me of is like you go down the toy section at like Walmart, and now things are so like laxed that you'll see like Gabby's dollhouse, Barbie, Ouija board, some Minecraft, and then it just keeps going like this random like Ouija board or like tarot cards, like just mixed in with just like normal everyday board games. That's what this kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, I agree. Just kind of slid in there out of the blue.
And it is, man. I mean, Ouija boards have became so, I don't know, like, I don't want to say normal because nobody thinks that a Ouija board is normal, but like they just nonchalantly throw them on shelves now. You can go into a Walmart and just find one on a shelf.
Wow. I mean, it's nothing I'm ever looking for, but
yeah, I mean, you don't exactly have little kids to go shopping for anymore. So, but yeah, I mean, I got kids. We go in there and it'll be like you'll have like board games, like, I don't know, what are some, I don't know, Candy Lane, whatever, Shoots and Ladders, Ouija board, and then like Monopoly and some other
oh man,
deck of cards, like all right there in the same line, like it's no big deal.
Wow, this is something that you've witnessed, right?
Yeah. I mean, next time you go into Walmart, I just want you to cruise through the toy aisle and you'll see one. They're just there.
That's crazy.
$15, everybody, get you a Ouija board at Walmart. Yeah. just don't summon anything up on me, please.
Man, look.
If you do, just say Jukebox Ginger, because that's an alias anyways. My thinking with that is, though, even with something like this, is like, this also reminds me of like there's a lot of like the subliminal messaging and like toys that are very seductive now, and like something like this just reminds me of kind of like throwing things out there to mess with people. And like if a kid saw this, they're like, oh, cool necklace, but what if it was actually a cursed necklace or something, you know? And they bring it home and stuff starts going weird in the house.
Could happen.
Let's move on to the next one here. This says sharpen your teeth home kit.
What?
Improves self-confidence, intimidates rivals, provides self-defense in an increasingly cruel and unsafe world.
Oh my goodness. That is encouraging people to bite people. Defend
Hey,
yourself with your teeth, right?
right. I mean, he does look pretty
A
intimidating with those
teeth
teeth right there.
sharpener. Wow.
It's funny how they make him look like an everyday dad. Just
With
throw the sharp teeth in there.
with vampire teeth.
It says warning, your mother will hate it in the corner. I didn't even notice that.
Wow. That is something else.
Definitely not something I'm buying my kids. And actually, I'd probably talk to the manager. It says it includes nail file and gauze.
What? Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
That is
Hey, whoever's tuning in tonight, thank you so much. Feel free to throw your comments out there. We'll include you in the conversation. What do you think, man? These are off the wall.
yeah, no kidding. I mean, I get gag gifts, but what kind of person is doing this type of gags? And who are they giving them to?
Right.
Wow.
Pardon me, folks. This is definitely it was one that I threw in there that I was like, I'm curious to see what he has to say.
Tell you what, that's not something that I would probably.
Well, people are doing that nowadays, man. People are literally sharpening their teeth. I saw somebody on TikTok Live the other day. Thanks for tuning in, people. Somebody on TikTok Live the other day literally had sharpened cat teeth, and they had the cat ears. And I was like, man, why would somebody do that? I mean, I'm not in somebody else's mind, so I don't know. But why?
I guess if you're in their world, it makes sense. But if you're everybody else, is just a little different.
Yeah, I mean, I would, wear some Halloween teeth, but
Right. Something you can take out.
yeah, the fact that people nowadays will literally get their teeth removed to get implants of sharpened teeth is absurd.
It's a whole nother level of.
I'll tell you what, if some kid came to me and told me they wanted to sharpen their teeth, I'm gonna find whoever sells this and I'll get them one of these. It's probably like $1.75 at Dollar Tree.
I'm not gonna encourage that or entertain that.
I'll entertain it because with this kit, it ain't happening. But I will watch them attempt it. All right, next up. It says a pen that is for writing just curse words only.
Come on. Come on. Okay.
No, Mom, it's not me. It's the pen, okay?
Oh, man.
No Miss Swanson, it's not me, okay? I'm sorry that the homework says damn it 37 times. It was the pen.
No matter what you write, that's what comes out.
Yeah, just curse words. I like how on the side it does, like, it blocks out all the words.
Uh-huh.
Just the first letter, like half of the first letter.
That's funny.
That is good. I would, you know what? As a parent, if I had like a preteen as a gag gift, this is probably the first thing that I could, out of everything we've done so far, that I'm like, this would actually be funny to see if it would work. It's kind of like one of those mental studies where they put on people where like they give them a placebo and they're testing them. Like if you were to give this to your 12-year-old kid and they wrote a homework assignment or just a letter in general with like 20 cuss words in it. I mean, come on. You caught him. You caught your kid, guys.
Yeah.
Your kid cusses and not just verbally. He writes it down. You can blame it on the pen all you want.
Right. But that don't fly too far with Mom.
Right. This, like I said, out of all the ones we've done so far, I think this is like number 5. This would be the one that I can actually say, okay, that would be funny as a parent. As a parent, like a kid walking through the store, probably they'd probably chuckle at it. But as a parent, it's like, oh, I'm gonna get my kid. All right. Let's go. Let's keep going. Shaquille O'Neal's pregnancy test. Over 90% accurate and includes 2 free Shaq stickers.
Shaq stickers? Oh man, okay. So I've seen Shaq endorse a lot of stuff, but
But oh look,
his
Jan
face.
said, but would the pen spell the curse words correctly? Oh, you know what? That's a good point. That would be an additive if I'm complaining to my child about writing cuss words, and I'm
Uh-huh.
like, and on top of that, you spelled it wrong.
Right. So wow. So I'm saying Shaq's face does not belong next to pregnancy
I
test.
can see that.
That is not a good look at all.
What if it had a personally like written signature on the actual test itself?
Oh my goodness. No. That would make it even worse. This is really bad.
That's pretty. I don't know, man. It's pretty funny.
Where did you find this one?
You know me,
Oh,
man. I do my searching. I do my
oh
searching.
my goodness.
Um, I think it'd be comical. And then like those little like birthday cards where you open it and it makes a noise.
Uh,
Like, what if it like said positive or negative, but it was his voice that said it?
oh, good lord. And it's 90% accurate.
90% over 90% accurate. Okay.
But here's the thing: nothing about Shaq is over 90% accurate, especially from the free throw line. So that doesn't
Oh
really make
man.
sense.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good.
Oh,
This was right next to the $2 pregnancy test. Okay.
so how much was this one?
This was discounted half off.
Oh shoot!
All right.
That one right there, man.
That's
That
good.
is,
That one got you going, man. That's good.
yeah, it did. It did.
All right. This next one says, maybe these worms will be your friend. I noticed no one likes you. Maybe these worms will.
Wow. What is that really saying about a person?
I went out of my way to buy this for you because I felt bad for you. But the gift itself is pretty shitty too. So
No kidding. It's like you can't get along with people, so here's some worms. Try to be their friend.
might as well give them some fishing hooks to go with them.
No kidding, right?
I don't think I've ever been the kind of person to not give like at least some recognition to somebody. Like I think that this is lower than low. This is like
Yeah.
when you go eat, and for tip you just tell the server to keep the change.
Hmm.
That's where my mindset is when I read this.
Okay.
Because as somebody who bartended and served like that, I would rather throw the change at you
Hmm.
than you give me the change. Like especially if I did a good job. As somebody who's worked in restaurants, ran restaurants, there's nothing worse than actually doing your really good job
Mm-hmm.
and taking care of the member. You didn't run out of your drink. Your food was, I checked up on you appropriately, not too much, not too little.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of it, you're like, here's the change, not even the dollar bills, just here's the change.
Yeah.
That's like giving somebody this gift right here.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
But there are people who feel like tipping isn't appropriate, which I don't know
Well,
why.
some people out there don't believe in tipping at all,
I
uh,
know.
which is kind of messed up. But
Yeah.
that's what people do and what they don't do.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of those people are like wealthier people who go to like these fine dining restaurants where the staff actually gets paid appropriately.
Hmm.
It's not your Applebee's down the street
Yeah, yeah.
where they make $3 an hour.
Oh, they've got a raise, huh?
Oh, I'm definitely not tipping next time. That's how much I make. Here's the next one. Please take my baby.
What?
This, yeah, is right next to the Shaq prescription medicine. Pregnancy test.
What kind of store is this?
I mean, I don't know. They're selling this thing for $19.99, man. I'm good.
What? Please take my baby after a Shaq pregnancy test. Oh shoot!
I mean, it's fitting, right? It goes right next to each other.
I guess so. How could it not, right?
I like how the mom looks like she's got a migraine.
Oh man!
What does it say underneath? It says, "It is annoying. I don't want it."
Wow! Wow!
Man. I hate dolls. First off, I'm not a fan of dolls. I never have been.
Mm-hmm.
When my daughter had dolls, I would literally, if I was walking down the hall and I saw a doll face up,
Mm-hmm.
I would literally turn it around so it faces away from me. I do not like dolls.
I'm familiar with your story behind it.
Yeah, it's just I've talked about it a few times, but it's just, and I have reason. I do have reason, and I can tell
Mm-hmm.
people later if they want to message me. I can tell later.
Right.
Not a big deal. But this is actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. I wouldn't buy it for $20 though.
Oh no!
All right, let's keep cruising. Man, we're cruising. We are cruising.
Yeah.
Stop hitting yourself. Whack your head. It's fun. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. She said, "I just hope that baby doesn't have worms."
Oh, right.
Oh, that's good.
That would not be good.
It's hard to tell, Jan. I don't know. Well, I can zoom in. The mom might have it though. Let's see.
Ooh, mom with worms, not good.
But yeah, so this next one's stop hitting yourself in the head. It's fun. Can it beat your record?
Wow, that's that one there. I don't even know what to say about that one.
Man, this is like what every kid does with everything though. Like you when your kids were little and you bought them toys,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd run around the house, they'd break them, they'd run them against the walls. It's just what little kids do. I feel like from a kid's aspect, they would probably actually think this is funny.
You're probably right.
Reminds me of like the whole cans, where they like you box
Mhm.
each other. Except
Depending
this is
on
like
what area you grew up in. Nowadays, kids are so sophisticated; they probably look at you like you're stupid.
the mom's like, "Are you sure you want this? There's a Shaq pregnancy test right there."
Oh my
That looks
goodness.
a bit more appealing. I'm just something about it. Just I'm curious. I'm curious. It's like one of those mystery boxes that you buy the kids. You don't know
Mhm.
what's in it. It says Shaq pregnancy test, but you know
Wow.
what? It's also got 2 stickers.
2 Shaq stickers. Oh man. Oh,
I think
man.
that out of all these so far, that's been my favorite.
Yeah, same here. But what kind of benefit to a Shaq pregnancy test is 2 Shaq stickers? How do you even? What kind of marketing is that? That's no.
I would rather have a signature on the pregnancy test.
Who in the world? I'm wondering what they were smoking. Who in the world would come up with a pregnancy test, put Shaq with it, say it's above
Oh,
90%, and then put 2
man.
Shaq stickers?
Oh, that's good, man.
Oh my god!
I still think it'd be funny if it actually told you if it was positive or negative in his
It is.
we barely even talked about this toy itself.
You're going to have a baby.
Go ahead, baby.
Oh my goodness! Oh shoot! That's
All right, we're gonna cruise past this one. Let's see, how many more do we have? I've got 3 more. Where are we at? 40 minutes? Yeah, we're doing pretty good on time here.
okay.
All right, just the corn colors only. 12 marker set. 11 yellow and 1 green.
Oh come on! That one right there. That's good. What is the point?
The other colors can off.
What is the point?
It says no purple. It says 12 marker set, 11 yellow, 1 green. What else does it say on there? Corn Man approved. What? Oh man, sorry guys.
Corn Man approved.
In the corner it says obvious plant.
Wow.
What could you even draw with those colors besides
The sun and sunflowers, bananas.
You can throw some grass in there. A few different layers to like the sun setting or rising.
Lemons and limes.
Lemons and limes. Yeah, but how are you going to outline them with green?
Yep. Oh man. Wow.
They do have some crazy, dude. They have some crazy sets out there. I haven't seen anything this absurd, but they do have like unique sets that are specific tones or specific fades of colors. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
about. Great for harvest pictures in the fall. You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah. But what about the other seasons?
Hey, during the summer, you got green grass and yellow sun. All right,
that's it.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Oh man! And then there's the lemons and the limes.
Actually, and ripe lemons at that. There's some. You can do several different shades of yellow in that lemon.
Yep. Oh, that's funny.
Even oranges. I think I see some shades of orange in there. You can maybe get a few, probably not super ripe, like vibrant oranges, but there's some orange in there too.
Wow, that's interesting.
Good. Or a glass of lemonade. Except the glass would have to be green.
Well, a green outline or something. Oh, that's funny.
That's good. That is good. Did you color a lot as a kid?
I did.
What did you like to color, or what did you like to use to color? Jan said 3 other sets for other seasons. You have to. She said upsell. You don't see them in the picture; they're just stacked next to each other. It's the headline over it says 4 seasons.
Oh shoot! Oh man,
that's good, Jan. That's good.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Jan, I got to give you a shout out. You've been checking out pretty much all the content since you found this channel. I do. We appreciate you so much, and we're gonna get you on the show. Actually, I'm gonna personally reach out to you, and we're gonna get you on because I would love to have you on one of the shows.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So thank you so much. But that's a good point. There's probably 3 other seasons to upsell.
To answer your question, I use pencil, pen, crayon, color pencil, and ink.
Okay.
So never really liked watercolor. I did a couple assignments. I never really was big on watercolor. But yeah. I've even drawn with chalk before, color chalk. Makes a mess, but
I like chalk outside. I'm pretty artistic. For me, and so are you, man. You have a lot of like an artistic background.
Thanks.
I use pastel a lot, and like the more like canvas paper as a kid. My mom was a graphic designer, so she had a lot of like that artistic like stuff. I mean, we had like a light table in the basement, and I'd mess around. Nice. So, I mean, as a kid, I was very creative. I never like really used markers a lot. I could use crayons because you do the shading, like how hard you press, do different shades. Same with colored pencils. You press hard, you can adjust the shading of the color that you're using. Markers, I was never huge on because like if you traced over it again, it would show. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Like you could fade better with.
So the colors of markers kind of bleeds a lot.
Yes, especially if it's just plain notebook paper or just a plain sheet of construction paper. As a kid, I feel like a lot of kids, even nowadays, use like just construction paper to color on or draw on. So yeah, I was never big on the markers. But I don't know, man. If I saw corn colors, it might catch my eye.
Oh my goodness!
All right. This next one says, "Why don't you give up? Lie down in the woods and let the moss reclaim you."
What?
And inside is just a little figurine covered in
With-
moss.
Wow. You know that's motivation right there.
They actually make it look pretty accurate to the description.
Yeah. Wow. Just lay down and let the moss cover you.
Yep.
Wow. Just give up.
Yep.
You know.
You know what? This is actually above the floor sandwich. If you're questioning buying it, just buy this.
Now the floor sandwich makes sense. You were holding this one out for that,
Yep.
that special moment.
I'll put this at the end. It'll make sense. I promise.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
At least he looks like an action figure. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Right. Oh man. Just give up. Wow.
Just give up, man. I mean, that's. I don't know.
I don't think people need more motivation to give up.
Well, at least it comes with an action figure.
Right? Even as a prank gift, there's too many people giving up as it is.
Nowadays, yeah, man, it's pretty bad.
Just let the moss cover you. Wow.
Okay.
Here, have a floor sandwich and just stay lying there.
It says it's white turkey. It's fine. Just put this back. You don't need this.
Oh, man. That's funny.
What's a toy that you had as a kid that you look back on now and you're like, why did I buy it? Or why did I like that? Did you have any of that? Do you have any toys like that?
You remember those spinning tops?
Yeah.
I was fascinated with those, and all you did was spin them. So, I mean, it didn't take much, I guess, for entertainment back then, but that's all you did. You just spun it and watched it spin. And then when it stopped spinning, you spin it again. That was it. That was it.
Right.
Now on a video game, it takes you like 45 minutes to program one player.
Right.
So no,
yeah,
man,
you put in a new video game and you have to make your own character, and it takes an hour and a half.
Yeah, right. So I don't have the patience to do all that, but I can spin a top and spin it for hours and never get bored by
it. Jan said the moss one and the worm one I made for to give to someone you clearly don't like. Okay, the white elephant. So if we did like a white elephant at work, these would be fun gag gifts.
Yeah.
$5 limit? Yeah, I know exactly what I'm getting.
A Shaq pregnancy.
A Shaq pregnancy test. Except you might be missing the stickers out of it. I'm just gonna throw it out.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's too funny.
They see that. Why in the world would you give me a Shaq pregnancy? It wasn't for the pregnancy test. It was actually for the stickers.
Oh man.
But since you got the stickers now in the pregnancy, might as well. 2 for 1.
I'm sure you know somebody, or you know somebody who knows somebody that could use it. Okay.
Over 90% success rate.
God. Oh, man. All right, this is the last one. This is an excuse gag gift. It says, I can't tonight. I am eating 16 tubes of various flavored lip balm.
What? What?
There's so many of them, man. But and they do actually sell these kind of weird flavored lip balms now. But if you read some of these, you got like wet grass, bologna. I don't even really know what chode is. So
wait a minute. Lip balm, with the flavor of wet grass and
Yes.
bologna,
Yeah.
they're not trying to get any action on it.
Like it's funny because it says this. Like it says, I can't tonight. I'm eating 16 tubes of berries. So I mean that right there is kind of like, yeah, I didn't want to be there.
Right,
So,
right.
but now that they throw in these flavors, it's like okay,
Man.
sour apple cherry, okay, vanilla, cool, woodbench. I'm actually
What?
curious.
Okay.
There's dust, nail polish, meat. There's meat.
Dust. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it right there.
reminds me, it reminds me of those jelly bellies, like the new like jelly bellies that they have.
Hmm.
I guess they're not really new. Probably been around like a decade or so now.
Hmm.
Shoe leather. That
What?
sounds appealing. Not
Nice.
only does eating lip balm sound terrible, but
Hmm.
the fact that certain ones of these sound worse than others is even. I don't even. That's a whole nother level.
Not nothing I want to be around.
Let's go back to that Shaq pregnancy test. I
Clearly, this.
also don't like the feeling of lip gloss, lip balm. Like
Mhm,
if I got chapped lips, I won't even put lip gloss on it because I don't like that texture. But
mhm.
I have seen people eat lip gloss. I've seen kids eat
Really?
lip gloss. Yes, I've seen kids eat lip gloss. It's the grossest thing in the world.
Wow.
I'd rather see somebody eat a crown than sit there and snack on a lip
Uh,
gloss.
probably almost the same, but those flavors, man, they got me all messed up.
Right. They have a couple decent ones. Jan
Uh-huh.
says woodbench, yum. Actually, when I was in a wood shop, the smell of like freshly cut wood smells
Hmm.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I probably don't want to have it sitting on my lips, but it
No.
smells good. Dust, I'm fine with not having the dust in there. Meat is pretty a bland term here. I mean, what
Hmm.
kind of meat are we talking about?
Right.
Is it a smoked prime rib?
Mm,
That might be more appealing.
I'm not thinking it's the smoked prime rib flavor.
No, I'm thinking more like floor sandwich.
Yes. Exactly.
Or like the scraps of the floor sandwich.
Hmm. Yep.
Bologna, I'm good.
Not, not, I'm okay with the bologna. No.
Out of all of these, this no, nope. That's all I gotta say. No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Nothing sounds appealing. No.
Nope.
Not gonna have any action that day.
It's funny. So you said the spin top
Uh-huh.
was the most you like the toy that you had that was like why.
Hmm.
For me, it was like the Stretch Armstrongs. I
Oh yeah.
remember, like, I loved it was like a texture thing. Like, I
Uh-huh.
loved just playing with them and stretching them. It
Hmm.
just, I don't know. It's kind of like the stress balls, you know.
Oh
At
yeah.
the time, it had a point, but now they have like all these different variations of it, and I
Hmm.
see them, and I'm like, why? Like, what's the purpose? You
No,
know,
no purpose. Mhm.
if any of my kids get one, it's broke within a few days, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I remember mine being stretched so much they were either warped or they were ruined and torn open. Like,
Hmm.
no, the Stretch Armstrong was kind of my thing where I'm like, why did I even have that? I also had toys that creeped me out. I had remote control cars that would like move, like
Hmm.
randomly move, and I don't
Hmm.
know if it was just glitches in them, but they run on the double D batteries or the D
Hmm.
batteries, and they'd sit on my shelf and it'd be like 2 a.m, and you just hear, "Eek, eek." And I mean, freak me out, man. Furbies are making a comeback. I remember Furbies being a huge deal when I was a kid.
Wow.
Now they're popular again. I don't know why.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're back. You can find them on right next to the Ouija boards.
Shoot. Furby's
Okay,
back.
what is a child toy that you actually relished or that you might even still have? Do you have anything that you still had that you had as a kid?
I don't think I do. I don't think I have anything that I had as a kid. Um, shoot, man. We're talking about going way back a couple weeks.
A few weeks ago.
I was more of a sports player, so a lot of things that I did was like with balls, football, basketball, soccer,
Yeah.
baseball. So that was the majority of what I did.
Yeah.
Um, I had a yo-yo once, and I was never good at that, so that didn't last too long.
I got pretty good with the yo-yo,
Yeah.
especially when they came out with the trick yo-yos.
hmm
I really got into that for a little while.
For some
Um,
reason, I could never figure it out. I could always let it go down, but it wouldn't come back up.
I actually really liked playing cards.
hmm
I liked playing chess. I actually have a marble chess set
Ooh,
that I've
nice.
had since I was like 7 or 8,
hmm
and it was given to me, so it's actually really old. It's probably worth some money. I don't know, but
hmm
I'm not going to get rid of it. I like it.
Yeah.
But I like chess. I remember in
hmm
middle school, I was even in a chess club.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I was a nerd. But yeah, I've had that forever. I was in a hacky sack for a little while.
Ooh, I remember that. I remember that.
And it wasn't like the hacky sacks that were like weaved together.
hmm
It was that were real tough. It was the loose kind of
hmm
ones. You know what I'm talking about?
hmm
But I could sit there and play with a hacky sack. I was never big on skateboarding. I'd play basketball, but mostly I'd ride my bike.
hmm
Betsy Wetsy. Of course, I'm old.
Is that
What?
the baby that wet their pants?
You know what, Jan? I'm gonna look this up. I'm curious what this
I think
is.
that's the baby that went to the bathroom and you had to change it, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm looking it up. Betsy Wetsy. Let's see here. I'm looking at it right now. Jan, I think this is the first live stream that I've done where you actually tune in, because usually the ones that I do are like pre-recorded, so I
hmm
message you in the chat. But here, you know what? I found it. I found it right here. Let's do this. No, wrong order here. That's not what I'm wanting to do here. Whatever, this works. Yep,
Uh-huh.
you can feed it the bottle. It says, "Feed me my bottle," and I wet my diaper.
See, there you go. I knew it. Oh shoot!
Right next to the Shaq pregnancy test.
Oh,
But what better time to grab a pregnancy in case the Shaq pregnancy test false and you end up pregnant? Grab you a Betsy Wetsy doll so you at least get a head start on
oh
how to take care of a baby.
What'd she say?
Age 3+. Yep, you can feed it the bottle. That is so funny. That is hysterical. I remember. Okay, so there were dolls like this that
hmm
my sisters had,
hmm
and like it would fill up. Like if you poured it into the mouth, it looked like the milk would go away, and then like if you took it back out and set it down, the milk would fill back up. You know what I'm talking about?
hmm
I remember those, and I also remember like where the eyes would kind of open and shut as you kind of angled them.
hmm Yeah,
This
I
this
remember
is
that.
this is creepy, Jan. I'm just throwing this out there. That's a creepy ass doll.
Oh
Oh
man,
man,
the things that we were given to play with when we were
this
younger,
is before social media, people.
right? For sure.
I had a bicycle that I rode all over town. I rode it so. She said I was about 6. I was about 6 when I got mine. Damn. Well, Jan, you look like you're like what? 42. It said that baby might have one here in a few years.
Wow.
6. I don't know that I have anything from that far back. Not today. Well, like I said, the chessboard.
hmm
But
When I
yeah, I
was
mean,
when I was 6, man, that's wow.
you know what? I think I might have a few pocket knives, and
hmm
I even have a pocket watch. that my grandpa gave to me as a kid, but I don't remember how old I was.
6. I'm trying to think about, dang, what was I doing when I was 6? I just did a lot of running and playing outside, man.
Right. And so what? 6 would be like first grade, second grade,
Mm-hmm.
first. In first grade, I got left at the zoo. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that ain't
That I
cool.
still remember. I don't even remember a lot of my first grade year, but I
Mm.
remember being left at the zoo very vividly.
Yeah, that's
uh,
something that would scar you probably.
yeah, no. So it was the Kansas City Zoo,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a gorilla exhibit at the front of the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like something else, but it's like it's not even like a exhibit. It's just like another building.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one of those parent assistants, like where the parents would sign up to be like extra, like
Uh-huh.
so they take like the mini groups.
Yep.
And I don't know how they like miscounted me.
Oh.
And I remember being in like the janitor closet in the gorilla exhibit crying. And one of the staff members found me and had to call the school.
Oh my
And they
goodness.
called my stepdad, who had to come up there and get me.
He was
And
not
I was
happy.
no,
He was not happy.
I don't even remember how I got separated from the group. But that I remember being in a gorilla exhibit in a janitor closet in first grade.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Dude, if I got a call like that and I
Would you
got
not be pissed at the school?
oh man. I'd just line up a bunch of people and just let off. They would definitely know my thoughts by the end of my going off on them. That's crazy. That is the worst.
It
That
was
is the
bad.
worst.
It was pretty rough. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey everybody. Jan, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we'll be in touch. I'll get with you about your availability. I'd love to get you on, maybe even with both of us.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
she
We'll
said,
we'll definitely send you a gift pack with some Shaq pregnancy
I'll get
tests
you.
and
I will send some worm. After this comment, I'm getting you those worms. Oh man.
oh
Oh my
shoot!
god, that's good. All right. Hey, thank you guys so much for everybody that's tuned in. Jan, appreciate your comments.
Thank you, thank
Um,
you.
Evolution, man, it's always a pleasure having you on.
Absolutely.
And
Always,
yeah, we're gonna
always
get you
happy
on,
to be
Jen.
here, man.
It's nice to have a recurring fan and guest.
Mm,
So, until next time, everybody, we will see you around.
take care.